Kaboom! The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's Big Cousin Crypto's finest champagne crypto. Thank you for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to show you how to bridge funds over from the Avalanche chain, from the Phantom chain, from the Binance chain over to the new CRONOS chain by Crypto.com. It's trending right now. A lot of people are figuring out or asking how to get in, and I'll show you one way to get in using the Elk Bridge. Let's get straight to it. So you can check out my page here. I'm on app.elk.finance, and what I'm going to do is swap some AVAX for Elk. Now, Elk Bridge also supports Phantom, Binance, and other chains, but ultimately I'm going to do it through AVAX right now. So I have 39 AVAX, and I'm going to swap for Elk. So we'll go ahead and swap, confirm swap. That'll be 0.008 AVAX in gas. And you can see this is pending. And I'll leave the links down below if you guys want to check out these bridges. This is the first time I'm using it right here on this video, so let's see how it works. I've seen other people use it, and I talked about it today during the live stream. This Elk Bridge, again, supports several chains. And boom, there you go. I just swapped 39 AVAX for 1460 Elk. Now, what you want to do, if you haven't already, is go over to chainlist.org, search for CRONOS, and then you could add CRONOS to your Metamask. Okay, you can add CRONOS to your Metamask real simple, and that way you don't have to manually type in all the RPC information. Going back to Elk here, you go to ElkNet up here, app.elk.finance /ElkNet. I'll leave it linked down below, and then we're going to swap all our Elk. Give it a second. There it goes, 1462. Then I'll go ahead and hit max, and target chain will be CRONOS. Boom. And then you'll hit swap Elk for one Elk for gas. So this is basically a faucet, I'm assuming. We'll see right now where we'll swap one of the Elks here into CRONOS so that I'll be able to use it for gas to claim and perform operations over there. So let me go ahead and approve the Elk. Spend about 26 cents in gas fees on AVAX. Wait for that to go through, and then we're going to have to hit transfer. So it's two steps here. You got to approve and then do the transfer. A lot of people forget, and they hit approve, and they're like, oh, what happened? You know, I didn't get my tokens, but you got to hit step number 2. Go ahead and hit transfer. Boom. Metamask will pop up again. It'll be 0.01 AVAX gas fees, and then it'll approve Elk. And there you go. We're going to go ahead and wait. Confirm transaction, and then it's transferring Elk to Bitfrost. I don't even know what Bitfrost is, but we'll go ahead and see it right now, guys. And once we're on CRONOS, I'll show you guys some of these other platforms that I'm looking to farm, these tokens I'm looking to farm, specifically VVS, and we'll talk about it in just a moment. Latest transfer, you can see here, Elk 1460 completed. Kaboom. So we should be able to simply go to our Metamask and switch to the CRONOS network by going from Avalanche to CRONOS. We already added CRONOS onto our Metamask. Kaboom. And yes, I have CRO in my wallet. That's awesome. So give me about 5.5 CRO. So I'm going to go ahead over here, and I'm going to swap all that Elk for CRO. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and swap the Elk for CRO. And before you do that, you could see what type of liquidity they have on the CRONOS network here with this Elk token. But I'm assuming the most of liquidity is going to be with CRO. And it's CRO and US Tether. So that's the first thing you want to get, either one of the two, to get out of this Elk token. You dump it into CRO. I mean, you may want to hold on to Elk and farm it or whatnot and check out the project. But that's not the purpose of the video. So we'll go ahead and approve Elk over here on the CRONOS chain, and that will cost us 0.24 CRO. We'll hit confirm to see how long that takes. This is the first transaction we're pushing on the CRONOS blockchain, and see how long it takes. It shouldn't be any longer than AVAX, I'm assuming. There you go, approved. Confirm transaction. And let's go ahead and swap this Elk for CRO. Now you see there's a substantial price impact. You know, there's some price impact here, over 1%. So, you know, maybe I would consider doing like 750 into CRO, or like something like 700 into CRO, or you know, like 800 into CRO, and then the remaining maybe into Tether, which is cool. Let's just go ahead and do it for the purpose of the video, not to waste any time. You know, this is about an ETH's worth. It's a little bit less, you know, 39 AVAX is about an ETH, maybe, you know, somewhere around there. So, I mean, there's not wild liquidity. It's the very beginning of this chain. It's only a few days old. So, you know, a small amount is going to create a price impact over here on this side. So, let's go ahead and do it. Boom. Confirm swap. Boom. Let's go over there to VVS and do a trade. So, going back to earn, you can see the farms. You can go safer with CRO ETH, but right now let's go for it. You know, the VVS token is really, really cheap right now. It's like fractions of a penny, and the APR is pretty good. It's 1952 on the APR, or if you even want a beefier APR, you can do VVS USDC. But no, let's go ahead and go for the big dog. And so we'll go ahead and get some CRO here and get VVS token. So I would go here VVS, and let's go with just do like 2,500 CRO for right now for the purpose of the video. Failed transaction. I wonder it's because of this. It could be because of the slippage. Let me see if I raise the slippage up here. Well, let's raise the slippage to just 1%. Right now, I would assume, you know, things are trending right now. So, you know, the price of VVS may be going up, or the price of CRO. So, you know, things may be a little volatile right now. So I raised my slippage tolerance to 1%, which is not that big of a deal. Let's hit confirm swap and see. Price updated. Yeah, it seems that the price is moving a lot. Let's go ahead and there you go. Confirm transaction. Excellent. So we'll close that. And then we'll go ahead and add liquidity. So we'll add liquidity to CRO and VVS. Okay, all the VVS we just purchased, we'll go ahead and add liquidity and pair it with CRO, enable VVS, which is approve the spend, and then you go ahead and supply. Remember, it's 2 steps when you're dealing with something for the first time, usually. Enabling VVS, which is approving the spend. Tokens that are cheaper in price, like Phantom, and in this case, like CRO. There you go, confirm transaction, excellent. And I should be able to stake my LPs right here. Now that so if I stake LP, it should show. Yeah, I have the LPs. But before I do that, I want to go over here to, what is it, Crystl? I think, yeah, it's Crystl Financ, or CRONOS Crystl Vaults. And if I'm not mistaken, it optimizes your LPs. Now, I think this is the same LP with the CRO. Yeah, that takes you to VVS Finace, and it has you add these 2 tokens. Which means that if I approve contract here, it should recognize my LPs. Now, I haven't done any research on this. I mean, I came across them, I believe, on VFAT. So, you know, I'm going to think twice about whether or not I deposit here, because I don't know if there's going to be deposit fees or whatnot. So for the purpose of the video, let's go back to VVS and just stake the LPs now. Over there, we're earning an APR of 1950. And for now, we'll do everything manually as far as, you know, harvesting the rewards and reinvesting or not. All right, confirm. Boom. An estimated gas fee, 1 CRO. That's about, you know, 40-50 cents. That's not too bad comparing it to, again, something like AVAX, where I just was at here. You know, sometimes on the fees on the AVAX, 0.02 AVAX, I've seen a 0.08 at AVAX. You've seen high as like a tenth of an AVAX, and that's a lot. It's like dollars. Staked. Your funds have been staked in the farm. Kaboom. All right, so I staked CRO VVS, and it lets me know how much I've already earned, and it tells you the US dollar value. Now, I was shopping around for other potential, opportunities. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the form of sticking that LP in that Crystl farm, or maybe even going into something else. I came across maybe Cronaswap. I saw Cronaswap. I may look at this. And then I see there's another one coming up tonight, the CRO farm. And these are things that I haven't vetted. So, I'm going to do my research, and you guys could do the same. I encourage you guys to join the Discord that's down below, and we could talk more about it. And I'll leave it at that, guys. Drop a comment below. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Thank you.